very good afternoon to everyone present here. On the behalf of the Department of Political Science, PGDAV College, I extend a warm welcome to our respected faculty members, esteemed members of the ruling party, members of the opposition, the Secretariat, and all those who are gathered here for the second press conference of the All India Political Party Meet and Youth Parliament.
The Youth Parliament serves as a platform for meaningful discussions, policy deliberations, and constructive debates, reflecting the democratic spirit of our nation. The Youth Parliament is an initiative that aims to provide students with a platform to understand and engage in parliamentary proceedings, debates, and policy making. It serves as a space where young minds can discuss national issues, propose solutions, and develop a deeper understanding in governance and democracy. It helps us to cultivate leadership, critical thinking, and political awareness among students.
Before we proceed further, I would like to invite Rukaiya, the Executive Head of SAMVAAD from the Department of Event Management and Anchoring, to give updates on SAMVAAD utsav.
Good afternoon to all. I am Viksit Bharat, Executive Head of SAMVAAD, and I am here on the behalf of entire SAMVAAD organizing team to provide you with of the update preparation being undertaken across the various departments. Firstly, the event management and anchoring department. The participation kits for the students attending the youth parliament have been finalized. This will be ordered immediately after the registration process concludes. We have finalized a team of 20 dedicated volunteers from the SAMVAAD department who will assist across the multiple departments, including anchoring, discipline, decoration, and event management. Arrangement for essential logistics such as the sound system, carpeting, mic, tent setup, and catering service are currently underway and will be finalized shortly. We will share further updates as this confirmed. Next, the social media department. We have been actively working on the social media. Official fest poster has been successfully uploaded across platforms. Our previous press conference was streamed live and we have ensured the same for today's session as well. A promotion reel highlighting the fest has been published. We are currently active on the three major social media platforms. Media collab has been successful and competition related posters have been shared with all media platforms. Moving on to the creative and budget department. Handmade banners and competition brochures are prepared. The remaining decoration work is actively in progress and is expected to be completed soon. Now a quick word about the PR and sponsorship department. Our promotion campaign have actively covered colleges across the both North and South campus. Digital promotion continue across all our official social media channels and to the beginning of our focus promotion efforts for the competitive events. Now the sponsorship update. SAMVAAD collab with PhD Chamber of Commerce, SAMVAAD Bulletin, Viksit Bharat and Chanakya. MOUs have been signed with 2 hamper companies and 1 the planter company. Another 2 MOU have also signed with stall partnership and amount 800 has been received in college bank account from the bakery stall. The total sponsorship is received across 10,000. In closing, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all faculty members and Secretariat board. Your feedback is essential in making this event a grand success. Thank you.
Thank you, Rukaiya, for sharing those insights. Now, moving ahead, I now invite the Secretary General of Lok Sabha, Ms. Abhimati, to give us updates on the Youth Parliament.
Thank you.
So greetings to everyone present here. As Secretary General to this Youth Parliament 2025, it is a privilege to be present here again. Today I'll explain further about our Youth Parliament model and all the updates that are required to be set. Starting with this idea itself, I want to highlight this again, even if it was explained last time, that the Department of Political Science at PGDAV College, University of Delhi, is conducting National Youth Parliament in upcoming SAMVAAD utsav in April 2025. So, as it was revealed today in an eco-friendly manner through the inaugurations of banners in the bank area of our college premises. So why are we conducting? Because it envisions this National Youth Parliament as not merely an academic exercise, but a meaningful contribution to India's policy landscape. Through this initiative, we aspire to demonstrate how educational institutions can serve as laboratories for democratic innovation and substantive policy development, creating pathways for youth participation in addressing real national challenges. That being said, I'll quickly highlight our partners in this. We have our PhD Chamber of Commerce and Industry as our industry partner, Samvad Bulletin, the monthly bulletin and academic forum of our department, and then we have Chanakya, the Intellectual Society of PGDAV College, and Viksit Bharat Sankalp Club 2047 of PGDAV College. Some important dates to remember is in the All India Political Party meet on 15th April 2025, academic talks on Viksit Bharat 2047 on 16th April 2025, and National Youth Parliament on 17th April 2025. That being said, last time it was highlighted how our parliament's ratio matches with the real parliament of India. So now I'll highlight that from ruling party we have 40 seats. For BJP there are 33, for TDP there is 2, for JDU 2 seats, SHS 1, LJP 1, SKM 1. Similarly, from opposition we have 33 seats, that is INC 14, SP 5, AITC 4, DMK 3, SHSU 1, then NCP SP 1, RDJ 1, CPIM 1, JMM 1, MDMK 1, JKNC 1. And others, we have 2 seats including IND 1 and YRSP 1. Due to time constraints, I had to use short forms. However, this 7.24 ratio is in comparison with the original parliament. That being said, I'll highlight our constituencies as well. From Andaman and Nicobar, we have Arunachal Pradesh. From Andaman and Nicobar, we are using the party for BJP. The representative will be from BJP. From Arunachal Pradesh, BJP. From Silchar, BJP. Guwahati, BJP. Patna Sahib, BJP. Begusaray, BJP. Raipur, BJP. Dadra and Nagar Haveli, BJP. New Delhi, BJP. South Delhi, BJP. North Goa, BJP. Navasari, BJP. Kurukshetra, BJP. Mandi, BJP. Jammu, BJP. Ranchi, BJP. Bangalore, BJP. Mysore, BJP. Bhopal, BJP. Gwalior, BJP. Nagpur, BJP. Sambalpur, BJP. Bhubaneswar, BJP. Kota, BJP. Jodhpur, BJP. Jorhat, INC. Katiyar, INC. Raebareli, INC. Korba, INC. Barmer, INC. Rohtak, INC. Kunti, INC. Bidar, INC. Virudhunagar, INC. Wayanad, INC. Thiruvananthapuram, INC. Mumbai North Central, INC. Khammam, INC. Amritsar, INC. Kairana, SP. Mainpuri, SP. Dorara, SP. Kannauj, SP. Balia, SP. Krishnanagar, AITC. Bharatpur, AITC. Diamond Harbour, AITC. Asansol, AITC. Chennai Central, DMK. Toothukudi, DMK. Vellore, DMK. Secunderabad, BJP. Tripura West, BJP. Lucknow, BJP. Varanasi, BJP. Garhwal, BJP. Darjeeling, BJP. Ranaghat, BJP. Gultar, TDP. Visakhapatnam, TDP. Sitamarhi, JDU. Kalyan, SHS. Hajipur, LGP. Sikkim, SKM. Nashik, SHSUT. Baramati, NCP-SP. Patliputra, RJD. Alandur, CPIM. Dumka, JMM. Tiruchirappalli, MDMK. Srinagar, JKNC.
Kayana, IND and Kadapa, YSRT. As time taking it is important to note that all our MPs will be selected from these constituencies, and in our selection process we're also making sure that there is some resemblance with their constituency, that they are aware of its values, that they are aware of the issues of those places, and they are able to raise those issues in our youth parliament. So now I hand over the mic to Secretary of Lok Sabha, Aditya Rawat, who will be highlighting our awards and recognitions.
Hello. The judging criteria overview for All India Party Meet and National Youth Parliament. The evaluation framework is like All India Party Meet and National Youth Parliament even overview. There will be 75 elected representatives. Additionally, approximately 5 members shall be nominated. While these nominated members shall not possess voting right, they shall remain eligible for awards. Assistance will be provided by the secretariat body comprising members from the ruling party and the opposition, and the Lok Sabha secretary. Theme of our youth parliament is Viksit Bharat Resolution Bill 2025. Primary objective: investigate the functioning of the Indian Parliament and encourage informed deliberation, leadership, policy innovation, and democratic participation among the youth. There will be a total of 12 awards that will be conferred across 6 distinct categories, 2 awards per category. The participant will be evaluated through a rigorous framework across 6 award categories. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar for Research and Creativity Excellence Award, Narendra Modi Exemplary Leader Award, Atal Bihari Vajpayee Distinguished Speaker Award, Outstanding Parliamentarian Award, Arun Jaitley Excellence in a Policy Analysis Award, Sushma Swaraj Notable Intellectual Award. Each category employs a 100-mark assessment scale examining the specific competencies such as leadership, coordination, analytic depth, parliamentary decorum, and innovation in policy recommendation, with particularly emphasis on alignment with Viksit Bharat objective.
So, finally, I would like to highlight how, commencing on the evening of 8th, the online legislative process will be initiated. To ensure the bill's robustness and multi-dimensional perspective, a diverse panel of experts were engaged in advance, including academic scholars and researchers, student leadership representatives, technology and innovation specialists, legal professionals, rural development organization officials, administrative officials and policy bureaucrats, and other distinguished professionals from relevant sectors. So these subject matters experts have committed their expertise to provide technical insights, contextual understanding, and practical implementation considerations throughout the bill development. So to conclude, following the success of the inaugural press conference, we anticipate this subsequent media briefing will prove equally productive. The Secretariat of Lok Sabha welcomes the government officials who will illuminate the proposed legislation's core objectives and implementation strategy alongside representatives from the opposition whose role extends beyond critical assessment to offering substantive enhancements. So through this constructive discourse and combined expertise across political arenas, this collaborative approach embodies a shared commitment to realizing the Viksit Bharat 2047 vision. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhimati, for providing us with updates on the new parliament.
Building on the momentum, I would like to invite Ms. Prachi, Principal Secretary to PM, to further explicate the Viksit Bharat 2047 Resolution Bill 2025.
Respected dignitaries, esteemed colleagues, vibrant youth of India, and proud citizens of our great nation. Today, standing before with immense pride as the Principal Secretary to the Honorable Prime Minister of this House, is to unveil a transformative vision, Viksit Bharat, a developed India, sculpted by the boundless energies and ingenuity of our youth. The Youth Resolution Bill, a cornerstone of our national agenda. It is not a merely legislative framework. It is a solemn promise to empower the next generation and propel our nation to become a global eminence by 2047. In agriculture and rural development, we aim to nurture the backbone of our nation. The bill proposes integrating advanced agricultural sciences, education to equip our youth with cutting-edge experience. Furthermore, we will empower them to lead local self-government. driving rural upliftment with innovation and inclusivity. Our government is already laying the foundation through skill development programs, establishing rural innovation hubs, and promoting sustainable farming practices to ensure food security and prosperity. In the realm of technology and digital transformation, our youth will pioneer the digital age. The bill mandates ethical AI oversight and ensures digital literacy equity to bridge the urban-rural divide. It enhances e-governance, supports startups and MSMEs, and strikes a harmonious balance in social media regulation. The government is investing in robust digital infrastructure, launching nationwide literacy campaigns, and fortifying cybersecurity frameworks to safeguard our digital frontier. Untoning the governance tone, we seek to strengthen the pillars of our democracy. The bill promotes electoral literacy to cultivate informed voters and introduce transparent award systems to honor youth contributions in our electoral policies. Our government is advancing civic education and streamlining governance policies to create an inclusive and youth-centric administrative landscapes. Coming on to environmental and sustainable development. It calls for our youth to become guardians of our planet. The bill prioritizes wastewater treatments, tourism waste management, landfill systems, and industrial waste solution. It fosters sustainable development while preserving our rich cultural heritage. The government is spearheading afforestation projects, promoting ecotourism, and deploying advanced waste management to secure a greener tomorrow. In education sector, we are building a knowledge-driven society with a bunch of individuals all over the world. The bill strengthens elementary and higher education, boosts research and development, and integrates skill learning with indigenous wisdom. A 5-year plan will enhance infrastructure across the sector. Our government is expanding digital learning platforms, establishing cutting-edge research institutes, and offering scholarship to nurture talent from every corner of our society. Finally, healthcare, the most important cornerstone of our healthy nation. The bill enhances health and nutrition programs, supports persons with disabilities, addresses mental health and suicide prevention, and raises awareness on substance abuse with sexual health literacy. Infrastructure development in healthcare is a key focus with us. The government is extending rural healthcare facilities, launching nationwide awareness programs and campaigns to strengthen mental health support systems to build a resilient youth population. Under the visionary leadership of our Prime Minister of the House, the Government of India and the Secretariat of the ruling party is steadfast in its commitment. From digital empowerment to agricultural innovation, from healthcare outreach to environmental conservation, we are witnessing a transformative era. The Youth Resolution Bill will consolidate all these efforts and research from our dignitaries, providing a dynamic roadmap to harness a demographic dividend. I call upon the youth of India to seize this opportunity, to innovate, to lead, and to ignite a change in attitude that will elevate us to a Viksit Bharat by 2047. Together, let us forge a future where every young Indian thrives, every sector flourishes, and our nation shines as a global beacon of progress. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, Prachi. Next up, I would like to invite Mr. Aditya Ram, the Cabinet Minister.
Distinguished greetings to all present. I, Pendyala Aditya Ram, the Cabinet Secretary for the National Youth Parliament conducted by SAMVAAD Political Science Department of PGDAV College, believe that it is an honor to address this August gathering at a time when our nation is undergoing a transformative journey towards its centennial year of independence. As we look ahead to 2047, the vision of Viksit Bharat, as defined in government publications and Honorable Prime Minister's articulation, is to become a developed India that is economically strong, socially inclusive, environmentally sustainable, and globally respected. This vision draws strength from the guiding mantra Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, Sabka Prayas. India stands today at a crucial juncture in its journey. Having completed 75 years of independence, we now move ahead into the Amrit Kal, the 25-year epoch leading to 2047. It is a time for deep transformation and determined action. The Government of India is striving tirelessly for Viksit Bharat through coordinated efforts across all ministries. What I present today as Cabinet Secretary is not merely summary of achievements, but a roadmap of how each initiative directly supports the upcoming Viksit Bharat bill in our youth parliament session. These initiatives reflect how policy aligns with practice and how governance meets grassroots. Key pillars of Viksit Bharat. Viksit Bharat envisions a self-reliant, tech-driven, youth-led India with world-class infrastructure. Focus areas include AI, green growth, digital governance, and global leadership in defense and space. Now coming to the achievements of a government so far with respect to Viksit Bharat. Infrastructure and Transport Department. Under Bharatmala and Sagarmala, vast road and coastal connectivity projects are reducing logistic costs. 100% electrification of railways is on track. Digital India and Technology Department. UPI has made India a global leader in real-time digital payments. Economy and Finance Department. The PM Vishwakarma Yojana is empowering traditional artisans and craftsmen, while Jan-Dhan 2.0 ensures every household is financially integrated. Education and Youth Development. PM Shri and NEP 2020 are modernizing over 14,000 schools, shifting focus to inclusive, skill-based and critical thinking education with increased enrollment among marginalized groups. Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports. Khelo India and Fit India are fostering a national culture of fitness and sporting excellence backed by major infrastructure investments. External Affairs Department, India's G20 presidency amplified the voice of Global South and also strong participation in Quad, BRICS and Indo-Pacific Partnership positions India as a global policy shaper. Each ministry, each policy and each program today is aligned to 5 Panch Pran of Amrit Kal. Move forward with a resolve for developed India, remove every trace of colonial mindset, take pride in our roots, unite our strength, and last, fulfill the duties of citizens. As a Cabinet Secretary, I, in coordination with all ministries, work tirelessly to ensure the realization of this vision. I thank each delegate here today for placing your trust in this noble cause. Viksit Bharat is not just a government initiative, it is people's movement. It requires every citizen to internalize and act upon this vision in their daily lives. Together, through vision, unity and tireless commitment, we shall build a Viksit Bharat. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Aditya. Now, I would like to invite Mr. Bhavesh Beniwal, the Youth and Sports Secretary.
माननीय अध्यक्ष महोदय, मंच पर उपस्थित सभी विशिष्ट अतिथिगण और मेरे प्रिय मित्र, सभी को सादर नमस्कार। मैं आज गर्व और सम्मान के साथ इस राष्ट्र मंच से आपके सामने बोल रहा हूँ, एक ऐसे विभाग का प्रतिनिधित्व करते हुए जो भारत के भविष्य, हमारे युवाओं और हमारे खिलाड़ियों की शक्ति, आकांक्षाओं और आत्मबल को दिशा देती है। मैं भारत का युवा एवं खेल सचिव होने के नाते न सिर्फ अब तक की उपलब्धियां साझा करने आया हूं, बल्कि यह भी घोषित करने आया हूं कि हमारा संकल्प कितना मजबूत है। एक विकसित और खेल महाशक्ति भारत के निर्माण का क्या संकल्प है। जैसे कि आप सब लोग जानते हैं कि यह सरकार खेलों को बहुत महत्व देने के लिए ही जानी जाती है और इस सरकार की नीतियों ने खेल और युवा नीति को एक नए युग में प्रवेश दिलाया है। हमने, जैसे कि हमारे कैबिनेट सेक्रेटरी ने कहा कि हमने खेलो इंडिया जैसी योजनाओं को सिर्फ योजनाओं तक सीमित नहीं रखा है, बल्कि इसे एक जन आंदोलन बना दिया है। खेलो इंडिया योजना, जिसकी शुरुआत 2018 में हुई थी, आज ग्रामीण से शहरी हर युवा के खेल के जरिए मंच दे रही है। अब तक हमने 1041 खेलो इंडियन सेंटर स्थापित किए जा चुके हैं। हमारे द्वारा 1041 खेलो इंडियन सेंटर स्थापित किए जा चुके हैं और 32 राज्य स्तरीय उत्कृष्टता केंद्रों को अधिसूचित किया गया है। 301 खेल अकादमियों को मान्यता दी गई है और 2781 खेलो इंडियन एथलीट्स को उच्च कोचिंग, चिकित्सा सहायता उपकरण और मासिक आउट ऑफ पॉकेट अलाउंस दिया रहा है। हम 2024 के पेरिस ओलंपिक को भी देख सकते हैं। हम गर्व के साथ यह कह सकते हैं कि खेलो इंडिया से निकले एथलीट जैसे भवानी देवी, सौरभ चौधरी, सरबजोत सिंह और मनु भाकर, जिन्होंने देश का प्रतिनिधित्व किया, वह खेलो इंडिया के ही माध्यम से गए, जिसमें से मनु भाकर और सरबजोत सिंह ने मेडल्स भी जीते। हम 2022 के एशियन गेम्स में भारत के 36 मेडल खेलो इंडियन एथलीट्स द्वारा लाए गए। यह सब इस बात का प्रमाण है कि देश की प्रतिभा को सही दिशा और संसाधन मिले तो ये वैश्विक स्तर पर अपना लोहा गाड़ने में सक्षम है। हमारी सरकार ने खेल अवसंरचना के क्षेत्र में ऐतिहासिक निवेश किया है। 323 नए खेल परियोजनाओं को मंजूरी दी गई है, जिनकी कुल लागत 3073.97 करोड़। भारत का गौरव दुनिया के सबसे बड़ा क्रिकेट स्टेडियम अहमदाबाद का नरेंद्र मोदी स्टेडियम इसी नई सोच का प्रतीक है। इसके साथ ही काशी, वाराणसी में एक नया स्टेडियम बन रहा है और चेन्नई, भोपाल, गुवाहाटी, कोची और पुणे जैसे शहरों में आधुनिक स्टेडियम निर्माणाधीन है। हमने दिल्ली में पहले खो-खो वर्ल्ड कप का आयोजन किया, जो इसी वर्ष हुआ। यह इस पारंपरिक खेल को एक नए अंतर्राष्ट्रीय मंच देने की दिशा में एक ऐतिहासिक कदम था। हमारी राष्ट्र खेलों नेशनल गेम्स की पुनर्स्थापना ने राज्य स्तर पर प्रतिस्पर्धा और एकता को बढ़ावा दिया है। ये सिर्फ स्पर्धाएं नहीं, बल्कि राष्ट्र एकता और खेल संस्कृति का उत्सव बन गए। हमारा लक्ष्य सिर्फ पदक जीतना नहीं है। हम जानते हैं कि युवाओं और को सशक्त बनाए बिना कोई देश प्रगति नहीं कर सकता। इसी सोच के साथ हमने युवाओं के कौशल विकास और रोजगार अवसरों पर जोर दिया है। पिछले वित्त वर्ष 2025 के बजट में 3794.32 करोड़ का आवंटन किया गया है, जिसमें से 1675 करोड़ केवल खेलो इंडिया के लिए। इससे बड़ी संख्या में युवाओं को प्रशिक्षण, इंटर्नशिप और नेतृत्व कार्यक्रमों में जोड़ा गया है। हमारा फोकस यह है कि हम अधिक से अधिक युवाओं को इंटर्नशिप और स्किलिंग अवसर मिले। अब बात करते हैं नेहरू युवा केंद्र संगठन, जिसकी स्थापना 1972 में हुई थी और जिसे 1987 में सोवियत निकाय का दर्जा मिला। आज दुनिया के सबसे बड़े युवा संगठनों में से एक है। 426 करोड़ के बजट के साथ नेहरू युवा केंद्र संगठन ने गांव-गांव में युवा क्लब के जरिए शिक्षा, स्वास्थ्य, महिला सशक्तिकरण, आपदा प्रबंधन और स्वच्छता जैसे क्षेत्रों में अभूतपूर्व कार्य किया है। कुछ प्रमुख उपलब्धियां हमारी नेहरू युवा केंद्र संगठन की इस प्रकार: 28,275 युवाओं को व्यावसायिक कौशल में प्रशिक्षित किया गया है। 1.55 करोड़ किलो कचरा 1.68 लाख गाँव में साफ किया गया है। कैच द रेन अभियान में 1.55 करोड़ लोग जुटे हैं और 473 जिलों में युवा उत्सव आयोजित हुए हैं, जिसमें 1.31 लाख युवा शामिल हुए हैं। हर घर तिरंगा योजना भी हमारे सरकार द्वारा चलाई गई, जिसमें 9.38 करोड़ लोगों की भागीदारी हुई। हमारे सपने यहीं तक सीमित नहीं है। हम 2030 में भारत में कॉमनवेल्थ गेम्स की मेजबानी के लिए दावेदारी पेश कर चुके हैं और 2036 में ओलंपिक की मेजबानी के लिए भी तैयारी कर रहे हैं। यह दिखाता है कि भारत अब केवल प्रतियोगिता में भाग लेने वाला देश नहीं, बल्कि वैश्विक खेल आयोजनों का नेतृत्व करने वाला राष्ट्र बनने जा रहा है। फिट इंडियन मूवमेंट, यूथ क्लब और नेहरू युवा केंद्र जैसे कार्यक्रमों के जरिए हम मानसिक स्वास्थ्य, फिटनेस, डिजिटल साक्षरता और नेतृत्व निर्माण पर निरंतर काम कर रहे हैं। मेरी स्पष्ट और दूरदर्शी कल्पना यह है कि 2020 तक भारत न सिर्फ 10 खेल राष्ट्रों में शामिल हो, बल्कि नवाचार, नेतृत्व और कौशल विकास में विश्व का अग्रणी युवा राष्ट्र भी बने। और अंत में मैं यह कहना चाहता हूँ, प्रिय युवाओं, आप केवल भविष्य नहीं है, आप वर्तमान भी है। चाहे आप पैर उठाए, भाला फेंके या बैट थामे, यह देश, यह सरकार, यह मंत्रालय आपके साथ है। आइए हम दौड़े, हम बढ़े, हम जीते, सिर्फ खेलों में नहीं बल्कि भविष्य में भी। जय हिंद, जय भारत।
Thank you, Bhavesh. Next, I would like to invite Ms. Priya, who is Culture Secretary, to speak.
Good afternoon. First of all, I apologize to everyone present here that I'm feeling under the weather today. However, I have been called upon to speak for the Ministry of Culture, and speak I will, because it is both my duty and an honor to do so. I'm Priya, the Cultural Secretary. I begin with presenting certain statistics that stand as a strong evidence of India's rich and vibrant cultural heritage. However, the statistics I present today are but a glimpse. If I were to attempt to cover everything there is to say about India's vast cultural wealth, I fear I might take up the entirety of the time designated for the session. Moving forward, a country as diverse as India is symbolized by the plurality of its culture. There are 22 official languages as per the 8th schedule of the Constitution. But beyond these, India is home to hundreds of regional and tribal languages spoken by millions of people. India celebrates over thousands of festivals, ranging from Losar Festival in Ladakh to Cave Festival in Kanyakumari, from Siang River Festival in Arunachal Pradesh to Ram Utsav in Gujarat. India has nearly 7 million artisans engaged in over 3,000 handicrafts, including Madhubani painting, Pashmina shawls, and many more. Our nation proudly houses 42 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, showcasing the remarkable achievements of our ancestors. These sites represent India's cultural, natural, and mixed heritage, reflecting its grandeur across centuries. The mandate of the Ministry of Culture revolves around functions such as the preservation and conservation of our cultural heritage and the promotion of all forms of art and culture, both tangible and intangible. The ministry's task is to develop sustainable means through which the creative and aesthetic sensibilities of the people remain vibrant and dynamic. In order to achieve this, the department has undertaken numerous initiatives to maintain and conserve heritage, historical sites, and ancient monuments. We have introduced e-ticketing system at all ticketed monuments to enhance tourist convenience and to reduce queues. We have launched the must-see monument portals featuring thousands of prominent monuments and archaeological sites to boost public awareness and tourism. Additionally, we have established the National Culture Fund to facilitate public-private partnership in preserving and promoting India's cultural heritage. We organize commemorative events and publications to honor significant national personalities and historical events, fostering a sense of pride and continuity. We have also launched the Vedic Heritage Portal to preserve and disseminate India's ancient Vedic knowledge. Finally, one of the most significant milestones in our journey to preserve and promote culture came during India's G20 presidency, where the Ministry of Culture has played a pivotal role in showcasing our rich heritage on a global platform. Under the G20 Culture Working Group, India led the discussion on the role of culture in sustainable development, focusing mainly on four key areas: the protection and redistribution of cultural property, harnessing living heritage, promoting cultural and creative industries, and leveraging digital technologies for cultural preservation. The G20 presidency was not just a diplomatic endeavor, it was a cultural movement that celebrated the power of heritage to unite the world. As we look ahead, the Ministry of Culture envisions a future where India's rich cultural tapestry is not only preserved but also dynamically integrated into the national overall development. This vision contributes significantly to the goal of a Viksit Bharat by 2047. Our strategic objectives include enhancing the production of tangible and intangible heritage by expanding initiatives like National Mission on Manuscripts and Project Mosam, restoring historical monuments to safeguard India's architectural legacy, supporting the commercialization of traditional handicrafts and artwork to empower artisans and sustain cultural industries, promoting festival-based tourism to boost the economy and spread cultural awareness. Additionally, we will actively engage in cultural diplomacy, fostering bilateral and multilateral relationships that promote India's cultural heritage globally. Through these efforts, we aim to enhance India's soft power and mutual understanding on the world stage. In short, I would like to conclude that culture is a resource that has remained largely untapped and neglected, often seen as a burden on a country's financial resources. However, it is a high time we acknowledge the economic and political potential of India's rich cultural heritage, one that could reshape our nation's standing by 2047. To achieve this vision, I look forward to coordinating with the Ministry of Environment to guide us in adapting to the impacts of climate change and mitigating the adverse effects of global warming on our cultural heritage. I also look forward to collaborating with the Ministry of Tourism to promote festival-based tourism, ensuring that cultural practices are embraced beyond regional boundaries. Furthermore, I seek the support of the Ministry of Education to integrate the knowledge of our rich cultural heritage into the curriculum, making it an essential part of every Indian-style education. Thank you.
Thank you, Priya. Now I would like to invite Ms. Nisha Rawat, the Education Secretary.
आदरणीय शिक्षकगण एवं माननीय सांसदगण, नमस्कार। मैं युवा संसद 2025 के तहत एजुकेशन सेक्रेटरी, शिक्षा सचिव के पद पर नियुक्त इस गरिमामयी सदन में विकसित भारत की दिशा में शिक्षा की वर्तमान स्थिति और युवाओं को भूमिका पर अपनी बात रखने के लिए उपस्थित हूँ। हमारा देश आज अमृत काल में प्रवेश कर चुका है। यह एक ऐसा समय है जहां भारत को केवल विकासशील नहीं बल्कि एक विकसित राष्ट्र बनाने का संकल्प लिया गया है और इस संकल्प की नींव है गुणवत्तापूर्ण शिक्षा अर्थात क्वालिटेटिव एजुकेशन, समावेशी शिक्षा अर्थात इंक्लूसिव एजुकेशन, नवोन्मेषी शिक्षा अर्थात इनोवेटिव एजुकेशन। पिछले वर्षों में नई शिक्षा नीति 2020 ने शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में क्रांतिकारी बदलाव लाए हैं। अब हम रोट लर्निंग से आगे बढ़कर क्रिटिकल थिंकिंग, क्रिएटिविटी और कौशल विकास पर जोर दे रहे हैं। हमारा ध्यान सशक्तिकरण और परिवर्तन पर है। इसका एक मुख्य उद्देश्य केंद्रीकृत, कठोर और अभिजात ढांचे से विरासत में मिली संरचनात्मक असमानताओं को ठीक करना है। इस परिवर्तनकारी दृष्टिकोण के साथ 2014-15 के उच्च शिक्षा में अनुसूचित जातियों अर्थात एससी के नामांकन में 50%, अनुसूचित जनजातियों अर्थात एसटी में 75% और अन्य पिछड़े वर्गों में 54% की वृद्धि हुई है। महिला सशक्तिकरण इन सुधारों के केंद्र में है। सभी श्रेणियों में महिला नामांकन में 38.8% की प्रभावशाली वृद्धि हुई है। मुस्लिम अल्पसंख्यक छात्रों में महिला नामांकन में 57.5% की वृद्धि हुई है। करोड़ से अधिक छात्रों को ई लर्निंग प्लेटफॉर्म से जोड़ा गया है। यह कुछ ऐसे जिनके द्वारा छात्र छात्राएं ऑनलाइन ही कई तरीके के कोर्सेज बिना किसी धनराशि के पा सकते हैं। ग्रामीण और दूर दराज के क्षेत्रों में भी अब शिक्षा सुलभ हो रही है। स्किल इंडिया मिशन और प्रधानमंत्री कौशल विकास योजना के जरिए अब तक 1.5 करोड़ से अधिक युवाओं को विभिन्न कौशलों में प्रशिक्षित शिक्षा किया जा चुका है। हमारा उद्देश्य है कि हर युवा आत्मनिर्भर बने और देश के अर्थव्यवस्था को मजबूती दे। स्टार्टअप इंडिया के तहत युवा उद्यमियों को प्रोत्साहन दिया जा रहा है। आज भारत विश्व का तीसरा सबसे बड़ा स्टार्टअप इकोसिस्टम बन चुका है और इसके पीछे सबसे बड़ी ताकत है हमारा जागरूक, शिक्षित और नवोन्मेषी युवा वर्ग। मगर माननीय, हमें अभी बहुत कुछ करना बाकी है। हमें स्कूल ड्रॉप आउट दर को और कम करना होगा, हायर एजुकेशन में एनरोलमेंट को बढ़ाना है और लड़कियों की शिक्षा पर विशेष ध्यान देना है। और इन सभी बातों का ध्यान हम अपना बिल बनाते वक्त जरूर रखेंगे। हम सरकार के मस्तिष्क में किए जाने वाले बहुत से प्रयोजन को डालने की कोशिश करेंगे, जैसे कि क्षेत्रीय भाषा में उच्च स्तर की शिक्षा को बढ़ाना, 18 से 25 साल के युवाओं को कम से कम एक व्यवसाय या तकनीकी कौशल से जोड़ा जाए, सोलर पैनल इंस्टॉलेशन और ड्रोन ऑपरेशन जैसे स्किल्स को बढ़ावा दिया जाए। विकसित भारत का सपना तभी साकार होगा जब हमारा हर बच्चा शिक्षित, हर युवा सक्षम और हर नागरिक जागरूक होगा। अंत में मैं बस यही कहना चाहूंगी कि शिक्षा केवल किताबों तक सीमित नहीं है। यह वह शक्ति है जो एक व्यक्ति को नहीं, पूरे राष्ट्र को नया आकार दे सकती है। धन्यवाद। जय हिंद।
Thank you, Disha. Next up, we have the advisor to the PM, Ms. Sanya.
A very good afternoon to one and all present over here. I, Sanya, as an advisor to PM, I would like to shed light following key points on the stakeholders' engagement and the Viksit Bharat 2047. Emphasizing the cooperative role of the government, the summary reflects that the government's efforts towards the Viksit Bharat, developed India, vision, economic growth, and social welfare, global positioning developments, and last, the administrate's state priorities. Economic reforms and infrastructure development. I'd like to tell you first about the economic growth, in which India has mentioned its position as one of the fastest growing major economies. Initiatives like Make in India have boosted manufacturing with a focus of self-reliance, Atmanirbhar Bharat. Policies have attracted foreign direct investment with significant inflows in sectors like electronics and renewable energy. Lastly, infrastructure push, in which the government has accelerated infrastructure development. The PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan, integration, multimodal connectivity. Over 1 lakh kilometers of highways have been constructed on the upgraded since 2014. Alongside railway modernization, for example, Vande Bharat train, and in future we are planning for the airport expansions over 150 operational airports by 2025. And then about Digital India, in which the Digital India program has expanded internet access to over 800 million users, with initiatives like UPI handling trillions of rupees in transactions annually, making India a global leader in digital payments. About the social welfare and inclusion, we have talked about the healthcare, in which the Ayushman Bharat scheme, launched in 2018, provides healthcare insurance of up to rupees 5 lakh per family annually to over 10 crore vulnerable families. By 2025, it has significantly reduced out-of-pocket healthcare cost. The COVID-19 vaccination drive delivered over 20 crore doses through lasting logistical process. And then Viksit Bharat 2047 vision, roadmap development. development, the government has been working on the Viksit Bharat 2047 vision, aiming to transform India into a developed nation by its 100th year of independence. This includes a draft vision document prepared with NITI Aayog focusing on economic growth, sustainability, and social progress. And then energy and sustainability, where climate goals, the government's commitment to net zero emissions of 2070 includes initiatives like green hydrogen products and afforestation. Yes, sorry for the inconvenience. And then I was talking about the climate goals, in which the government's commitment to net zero emissions for 2070 includes initiatives like green hydrogen projects and afforestation drives under the national mission for a green India. Lastly, I will tell you about the key milestone achieved. Abrogation of Article 370, the revocation in 2019 integrated Jammu and Kashmir more fully into the India, followed by development projects worth billions. Thank you.
Thank you, Sania. Next, I would like to invite Ms. Niharika from NITI Aayog.
A very afternoon to everyone present here. I am Niharika Kumar. I have been appointed as the Vice Chairman for the NITI Aayog Youth Parliament, and what NITI Aayog actually is and how and when it is termed as a to the Government of India. The National Institute for Transforming India, also known as NITI Aayog and so-called the think tank of India, was established as a successor to the Planning Commission by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, which came into effect on 1st January 2015. The NITI Aayog provides both directional and policy inputs while designing both short and long-term policies for the nation development, and also provides with technical advisors. The body's entire gamut of activities has been divided into two main hubs, Team India and Knowledge and Innovation, which are its core team. Hub carries the fostering cooperative federalism and designing policies and program frameworks. The Knowledge and Innovation Hub maintains state-of-art as a resource of repository of research and good governance, and the best practices and encourages to partnership with the institutions. Till now, we have worked in various arenas which include Antodaya, prioritizing services and upgrading the ones which lag behind, including empowerment and vulnerable and marginalized, village integration of development processes and draw on the vitality and the innovative bedrocks of the ethos of culture and sustenance, demographic dividends, and harnessing a greatest asset, the youth, by focusing on the development through higher education and scaling and empowerment through productive livelihood opponents. Now, highlighting some statistics which have actually been proven and shown effect through the policies which were implemented by us. India's gross enrollment ratio grew by a remarkable 71 times, showing significant progress in increasing student enrollment ratio over the decades. India's gross enrollment ratio in higher education, which includes age groups of 18 to 23 years, was 28.4%, with for females 28.5%, slightly higher than that of the males, which was 28.3%. We have also seen an increasing trend in the working population ratio for youth, which includes the age groups between 15 to 21. And also, the Fiscal Health Index report has been proven instrumental in helping policymakers make informed decisions as well. Policies that were introduced by NITI Aayog were Sustainable Development Goals, Aspirational District Programs, Atmanirbhar Bharat, Self-Reliance, Making in India, Digitalization, Reform and Rural Development, Financial Stability, Providing Healthcare Coverages, as well as we do not just stop here. We also envision our goals for Viksit Bharat, which includes technology and infrastructure, which we think are critical enablers of development goals. The Viksit Bharat 2047 highlights the needs for advancement in digital governance, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, These technological improvements will enhance our efficiency, transparency, and service delivery, and building world-class infrastructure facilities in both rural and urban areas, developing 3 to 4 global champions in every sector, fostering green growth, as well as partnering with foreign R&D organizations to build top 10 labs in the country and bringing at least 10 Indian institutions among the top 100 globally. And while addressing the internal challenges, the vision acknowledges several internal challenges that must be addressed to achieve these 2047 goals. These challenges include structural, institutional, and socio-economic factors that have historically impeded our progress. NITI Aayog's policy aims to drive India's transition into a developed nation by focusing on sustainable growth, equity, advancement, and innovation, and by creating a comprehensive framework on these various sectors. This vision of Viksit Bharat is a one more step closer to becoming a reality. Thank you.
Thank you, Niharika. Now, to present the counter arguments and opinions of the opposition, I invite the Secretary to the Leader of the Opposition, Mr. Ayan, to speak.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, esteemed faculty, distinguished members of the Secretariat, and guardians of India's future. We gather here today for a press conference organized by SAMVAAD, the Political Science Department of PGDAV College, as part of the National Youth Parliament. We stand at a pivotal moment poised to shape Viksit Bharat 2047, a vision that requires bold ambitions grounded by accountability. As the opposition, we only welcome the government's forthcoming bill as a foundation, but our duty is to ensure it delivers practical benefits to every region of our nation. I extend a hand of partnership to you, the esteemed Secretariat. Let us collaborate through candid dialogue and shared purpose to build this future together. But in order to do that, we need to overlook a lot of things. Let's start. To the Finance Secretary, we must address a costly misjudgment, the 2016 demonetization initiated to tackle black money, which proved a futile endeavor that drained precious government resources. The economic repercussions were severe. GDP growth tumbled from a healthy 8.2% to struggling 5.7% within a year. While manufacturing and construction sectors, pillars of our economy, choked under restricted cash flow, leading to loss of over 10 lakh jobs in the year 2016-17 alone. Shockingly, the Reserve Bank of India later disclosed that 99.3% of the demonetized currency returned, meaning only 0.7% of black money was affected. This promotes a vital question. What could have been accomplished had those resources been directed towards bolstering small enterprises or modernizing our financial infrastructure? We raise this not to dwell on past errors, but to encourage a more effective strategy that will lead to our path to 2047, ensuring our economic effort strengthened rather than waste our nation's potential. Now to the Education Secretary, we present two critical issues that demand your attention. Firstly, the persistent problems of paper leak represents a glaring failure to uphold fundamental trust of our students. How can we foster a confidence in our system where exam integrity is so frequently breached? Secondly, the absence of world-class international campuses such as those from the Ivy League in India raises serious doubt about our goal to become a global knowledge hub by the year 2047. Without such institutions, our youth risk falling behind on the global stage, limiting our educational reach. These are not only trivial lapses, they weaken the very foundation of our future. They weaken the very youth that we're dependent on. We bring these matters forward to you not to assign blame, but to inspire a renewed commitment to securing examination and broadening educational opportunities for the generations ahead. Now to the Vice Chairman of NITI Aayog, we draw your attention to a notable weakness in the implementation of Atal Innovation Mission, launched in 2016 to spark entrepreneurial spirit across India. After nearly a decade, this initiative has supported fewer than 4,000 startups in a country of over 140 crore people. A result that falls far short of our vast potential. The core issue lies in the lack of effective oversight, allowing many promising schemes to lose momentum without any proper guidance. This shortfall hampers the innovation essential for Viksit Bharat 2047. We highlight this not only to undermine past intentions, but to encourage the development of a robust monitoring system and to improve these programs, and in order to ensure that they achieve transformative outcomes that we all seek. To the Law Secretary, we will challenge the slow pace of justice reforms, a critical pillar for Viksit Bharat 2047. Despite government's promises of a modern legal system, over 4.4 crore cases remain pending in our courts as of 2025, with some unresolved for decades, leaving countless citizens in a prolonged wait for justice. This staggering backlog raises a fundamental question: how can we claim to be a developed nation when ordinary people endure years of delay for their rightful due? Moreover, the transition from IPC, the Indian Penal Code, to BNS, Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, effective since 2023, was meant to streamline justice, yet the persistent backlog suggests implementation has faltered, with new plans adding complexity rather than clarity. We urge you to prioritize this matter in the upcoming bill, proposing a concrete measure to clear this backlog and strengthen the rule of law, ensuring justice is not only a promise but a reality for all. We raise this not only to criticize idly, but to push for a system that serves every citizen effectively. Now, to the Youth and Sports Secretary. We challenge the lack of advancement in our Olympic performance, the broader engagement of our young population, despite earning six medals in the 2012 London Olympics, for which our government was criticized. Our tally holds steady even in 2024 at the Paris Olympic, leading us to question the direction of development efforts and the allocation of resources. Even more concerning is that government's contradiction, celebrating youth as a driving force in Viksit Bharat 2047 while denying them a seat at the policy-making table. Individual aged 24-25 can contest election, can conquer the UPSC and serve the country as civil servant, yet they are excluded from shaping our nation's future. This oversight is a lost opportunity. We bring forward this not only to oppose without cause, but to press for a platform where young voices can contribute. Now, if we talk about future innovations, to the esteemed members of the Government Secretariat, we must address the government's proposal for an AI oversight in the bill, which we believe falls short of our nation's potential. While oversight is a step, it focuses on a regulation rather than innovation, a passive approach that misses the major mark of Viksit Bharat 2047. Instead, we propose a bold investment in India's own artificial intelligence system, crafted specifically for our farmers. This AI could revolutionize agriculture by detecting pest infections, analyzing soil health, tracking field disruptions, directly supporting over 50% of our population tied to farming. Unlike a regulatory framework, this is a proactive solution which empowers rural communities, boosts food security, and positions India as a global tech leader by the year 2047. We offer this not only to dismiss your intent, but to advocate your vision, to harness our unique strength, ensuring technology serves the people immediately, rather than just overseeing it from afar. Now, to all the esteemed members of the Government Secretariat, we approach your ambitious plans with deep respect. Present our insights with conviction. As I declared in my previous press conference speech, Viksit Bharat 2047 is not a prize we claim, but a promise we plan on fulfilling. We have eliminated these challenges: economic missteps, educational deficiencies, innovation gap, legal delays, youth exclusion, not to linger on the shortcomings, but because we hold unwavering faith in our ability to address them and elevate our nation. These critiques are a call to action, a testament to our belief in your potential to turning our vision into a reality. To that end, the opposition will unveil a comprehensive bill at our next conference, weaving together all suggestions from a side to rectify these issues to forge a resilient future. Let us unite our efforts and construct a Viksit Bharat that stands as a beacon of progress and unity for generations to come. Thank you.
Thank you, Ayan. Next, I would like to invite Mr. Mayank Singh Rajput, who is the Congress Parliamentary Secretary.
Very good afternoon to the esteemed guests, honorable speakers, and the members of this august house. Marshal Mahen, who is sitting here not just as the secretary of the Congress Parliamentary Board, but also as a humble representative of political tradition that has always believed that the dreams of this nation begin with the eyes of the youth. That not just the possibility, but also to the predictability. I am sitting here to propose the bill not to claim the authorship of any idea, but to rise to contribute to a dialogue that is old as our republic and as aged and as important as our future. But for what is a democracy? If not a sustained conversation between generations, what is India? If not a grand experiment of giving every citizen, young, old, rich, poor, every state, from each and every background or to any religion, the very rights, the very beliefs, then what is India? A voice, a platform, a place of the grand decision making on times. The Indian National Congress has, since its birth in 1885, seen youth not just as the spectators, but as the shapers of our history. Ours was a party of 20-year-old when the nation was under siege, a movement powered by students, poets, engineers, farmers, children. It was a young man and a woman, some still in school, who first shouted Vande Mataram in the streets. They did not wait to be invited to politics, they made politics their platform to be made. The Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who was once a youth leader at the age of 40, had quoted and argued that ours was a party of 20 years old and the nation was under siege. The future beckons to us. As he said, as the leader of the opposition said, the future beckons to us. Where do we go? What shall be our endeavor? The answer he gave us was not just a freedom from colonialism, it was the freedom of thought, expression, and participation of every young citizen. Yet we are denied to it. Today we are gathered here to discuss the Youth Parliament, an initiative that at its heart seeks to restore the very promise to give young people a voice in shaping the India that will inherit. Let me state with absolute clarity. No youth reform, no participatory platform can ever be complete without acknowledging the sacrifices, the structures, the philosophies that come before it. Who created India's first institutional youth platform? It was the Congress lead government who established the Nehru Yuva Kendra Sangathan in 1972. Who gave India the right to vote in 18? It was Rajiv Gandhi in 1989. Who said the age of voting must reflect the age of responsibility? Our youth are no longer waiting to grow up, they are already shaping the nation. India is the youngest nation in the world. When we speak today of youth parliament, let us not reduce it to a symbolic event. Let us not make it another annual competition where the speaker not applaud but leave with no change. Let us instead institutionalize it into school, colleges and community. Let's not restrict it to the youth Lok Sabha. Let real policy idea rise from the ground and not be filtered through bureaucracy, but handed directly to the legislator. The Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs, to its credit, has run the Youth Parliament scheme for decades, but it remains underfunded and underutilized. This bill must be more than that what come before. Let it not be an ornament of good intent, but an engine of real empowerment. What is empowerment without education? As our Ministry of Education Secretary said, if we are truly committed to youth voice, we must first invest in the youth understanding. Today, our school syllabi teaches photosynthesis and Pythagoras theorem, but far too few children learn what a bill is, what an MP does, and how a budget is passed. The Congress Party proposes a nationwide civic literacy mission embedded in NCRT and state board to ensure that every young citizen of India not just know about the governance, but also how to govern it. We must also rethink access. How do we ensure youth parliament are not limited to elite urban colleges or to the elite cities of India, but also to each and every corner and every district of this India. Let it take it to the heart of the boy of Odisha living in Odisha or a tribal district of Madhya Pradesh, the student with disability in Bihar. Let them all have it. Or the Dalit student who is told politics is not for them. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar warned us, we are going to enter into a life of contradiction, we will have equality in politics. The young people of India do not need our permission to dream, they are already dreaming. What they need is our trust to build. As Sonia Gandhi once reminded us, the Congress is not bound to the past, but it is looking for the future, responsible for the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayank. Now I'd like to invite Ms. Prachi, Principal Secretary to the Prime Minister, to answer the allegation presented by the Secretary to the Leader of Opposition.
Greetings again. Since the whole parliamentarian of the ruling party was not since ready for all these allegations given by the opposition secretary, we would like to just put it into 5 points what the what the secretary of the opposition has to say about it. Regarding the economic stability after the demonetization of 2016, we need to just mention 2 to 3 points how we actually got over and restored liquidity. Ramped up to printing of new 500 and 2000 notes, circulated over rupees 9 lakh crore by mid-2017, raised cash withdrawals limits and airlifted currency to rural areas to ease shortages. We also need to understand that how improved logistics by recalibration 2 lakh ATMs, deployed mobile banking facilities units to 1.2 lakh villages, and extended deposit deadlines were addressed was there to address the distribution chaos. Also, we boosted economy. We lowered the interest rates of 6% in 2017, PMGKY, and rolled out GST 27 growth and formalized economy. We also need to understand what the opposition is failing to understand, that how we extended banks' normal hours, extended essential services from cash restrictions until December 2016, and introduced digital incentives like the BHIM app to reduce queue distress and promote cashless payments. Also in the economic sector, we need to also understand that how the ruling party actually launched Operation Clean Money, rupees 5,000 recovered by the way, added security features to new notes, and scaled digital infrastructure UPI hit 130 billion transactions by 2025 to sustain gains. Coming to what opposition also had to say about the educational integrity. The Honorable Secretary of the Opposition, what we also need to see that when 2024 the Public Examinations Prevention of Unfair Means Act was enacted to curb exam malpractices, it imposes penalties up to 10 years imprisonment and 1 crore rupee fine for organizational leaks targeting exams like NEET and UPSC. There is also specialized agencies like the CBI who have been deployed to the major probation leaks. Example, NEET UGC 2024 with arrests and prosecutions following. States like Rajasthan formed special task force in 2023 to dismantle leak networks. We need to specially understand that how the process reforms actually help. The government has pushed for encrypted digital delivery of the question papers, biometric verifications, and randomized questions sets to limit leak impacts. After the UGC NET 2024 cancellation, the National Test Agency (NTA) was directed to overhaul its systems. And when we are actually questioned about the accountability, officials involved in the leaks have faced suspensions and dismissals, such as in Rajasthan in 2024-25. Going on, actually, I would not come up on the favor of ruling party to actually go on and answer for all the accusations. Let us meet on the table on the 15th and 17th for the National Parliament and actually address. And also, we also respect and give out a respectable hand for addressing for all these issues and have a better Viksit Bharat Youth Resolution Program. Thank you.
If I may end this with a final few words from opposition. Firstly, I'd like to correct the Secretary to the PM that these are not allegations, these are proven facts. Secondly, throughout whatever state the Secretary to the PM has made, the entire Secretariat is failing to understand a very simple thing. They are providing solutions to the problem they created themselves. Let's just end on that note. Further answers will be given to you on the stage on the day of the Youth Parliament itself. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ayan. With that, we come to the conclusion of this press conference. Your insightful remarks and thought-provoking discussions are greatly valued. We appreciate the time and effort you all invested in preparing for this press conference.
I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the speakers, the Secretariat, and everyone present here for the participation. Now, as we conclude, thank you all once again and looking forward to more such engaging discussions ahead.